Advantage Manchester City in the Premier League as Liverpool lose ground after a 0-0 draw in the Merseyside derby. We'll talk about that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to match day number 30 in the 2018-2019 Premier League season, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang out today with all things Premier League related, Blackburn Rovers related, football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into match day number 30, we're going to take a look back at my predictions for match day number 29 to see how I got on, folks. I'll tell you what, I did okay. Not brilliant, but not too shabby. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Kicking off the weekend, it was the London derby. That's right, Spurs up against Arsenal. Bit of a thriller, this one. Sort of a good end to the game. Actually saw this one. Ended up as a 1-1 draw, folks. If my button will work, there it goes. 1-1 draw. And Arsenal probably should have had it, really. I think there was a lot of little discussion after the match saying that Tottenham should have had a penalty in the first place, and Arsenal's penalty miss should have been retaken. So you know, ultimately, yeah, didn't work out. But I actually saw it as a 3-2 win for Arsenal, and it looked like it was on the cards at one stage, but ultimately wrong. Obviously, them six-fingered banjo-playing weirdos, Burnley took on Crystal Palace this weekend, and they lost. Nice and easy, 3-1 win for Crystal Palace at Turd Moor, and I'm hoping they could lose another one pretty soon to get sucked into the old relegation scrap. That would make my season, folks. 2-1 away win for Crystal Palace. Brighton Hove Albion took on Huddersfield this weekend as well, and Brighton Hove Albion got back to their first win of 2019 with a big 1-0 win over Huddersfield to give themselves to end their little joyous period after their victory the other day. Actually saw it as a 1-1 draw, folks. So I got that one absolutely wrong. Bournemouth took on Manchester City, and it ended up as just a 1-0 for Manchester City, despite Bournemouth not actually having a shot the whole match at home. It's the first time in Premier League history a home side has failed to have a shot at all. Not necessarily on target, but at all. And that was a 3-1 win. Well, I actually thought it was a 3-1 win for Manchester City. So that put Manchester City top of the pops and put all the pressure on Liverpool, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Manchester United took on Southampton, a bit of a thriller this one, 5 goals in this one, and it was a 3-2 win for Manchester United to close in on top 4 football, boys. But that was a nervy one. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win for Manchester United, so just a 1 goal shy, but ultimately got the correct result. Wolverhampton Wanderers at home against Cardiff City. Obviously, you've got to back Wolves on this one. Amazing season continues, 7th spot. They're having a bit of a duke it out with Watford for those for top 7 football. So 2-0 win for Wolves. Actually saw it as a 3-0 win for Wolves, so not too shabby indeed. West Ham took on Newcastle United. West Ham, yeah, I think they're looking to push on next season as well into the 9th spot after the 2-0 win over Newcastle United. Actually saw it as a 1-1 draw, folks. I thought Newcastle could continue their recent turn of events, but unfortunately, no. Watford up against new boys. What's his name? Rodgers. Leicester City. What's his first name? Brendan Rodgers, that's right. A lot of people would have backed Leicester City on this one, but I knew it. Watford 2-1 win in the end at Vicarage Road. Can't go against my soft spot for the old Watford boys, the old Vicarage Road boys. I actually saw it as a 3-2 win, so yeah. Take that, Brendan Rodgers and co. Fulham took on Chelsea as well, another bit of a London affair. And it was a 2-1 win in favour of Chelsea. Actually saw it as a 4-1 win for Chelsea, obviously after the drama midweek of Kepa being dropped. He returned to the lineup and he actually pulled off a super-duper save. And wrapping up the weekend, it was the Merseyside derby. Ooh, and yeah, bit of a banana skin this one for Liverpool, as it ended up as a 0-0 draw. They didn't lose, but they didn't win either. So it kind of opened up the door for Manchester City at the top of the pops. Why 1 point now. Actually saw it as a 4-2 win for Liverpool. So I got that one absolutely wrong, folks. So into this weekend's action. Kick it off, it will be Crystal Palace up against Brighton. Now, Brighton are in trouble, but they picked up a nice win this weekend. And another win could probably pull themselves clear of it. Up against the Crystal Palace side, though, who look decent. Just the 1 defeat in 6 games. Palace come to this in 13th spot. Up against a Brighton side in 15th spot. But I see this as a 2-0 win for Crystal Palace. And that should claw them up to possibly 11th spot on the table. Depends on what else goes on. Huddersfield take on Bournemouth as well. Huddersfield are in 20th spot up against Bournemouth, who are in 12th. Bournemouth's form is not great. Only won 1 of the past 5, and I think that win was against Chelsea. Up against a Huddersfield, who also won 1 in 5. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 away win, though, in favour of Bournemouth. Obviously, Huddersfield just look doomed at the moment. I just don't know when they can get some form together. Southampton take on Tottenham this weekend as well. Difficult one for this one for Spurs, who are in 3rd spot at the moment, and they've not won in 3 games up against the Southampton side, who have lost 3 out of the last 4. But I still see the Spurs coming out on top, 2-1 win away from home. Cardiff up against West Ham. I've got a soft spot for Cardiff. I really want to see them survive. Obviously, I really want to see Burnley go down. And I see them, though, up against a West Ham side who have turned a corner. They've only lost 2 out of 6. But Cardiff, on the flip side, they've won 2 out of 6, but most recently 3 defeats on the spin. But I see them get a bit of luck this weekend with a 2-1 win at home against West Ham. Leicester City up against Fulham this weekend. Actually, I don't. What am I going to do here? Leicester City are in 11th spot. Obviously, new manager syndrome up against Fulham side, who are struggling at the foot of the table. I actually see Leicester City coming out on top with a 2-0 win against Fulham. Now moving on to Newcastle United up against Everton. Now Newcastle coming to this in 14th spot. Just lost the one in 4 up against an Everton side who are in 10th spot. And they've also they've actually lost 3 out of the last 5. So not the greatest form for Everton, but I still see actually a bit of a surprise here. 3-1 win for Newcastle in the end. Manchester City will take on Watford this weekend as well. Like I said, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Watford. But they're going to do Liverpool a favour this weekend? Probably not. Obviously, at the Etihad, Manchester City are a different kind of beast. They've just lost 1 in the last 6. Up against a Watford side who have lost 2 out of the past 6. So not too bad form, but realistically, when you go to Manchester City, you're going to get stuffed 4-1 this weekend. Liverpool take on those 6-fingered banjo-playing weirdos. And it'll be a little bit of a tough one, this one. Obviously, Burnley can put on the brakes and can be very stubborn and difficult. Manchester United know that well. There's some drop points there from Solskjaer. That was his first drop points of the season. But Liverpool should grind them out and get a 2-1 win at Anfield. It's not going to be pretty, but I think they'll do just enough. But it won't be enough to go back top of the pops. Chelsea take on Wolverhampton Wanderers this week. A difficult one, this one. Obviously, Wolves can turn on the juice. Just the 1 loss in 6 games up against a Chelsea side who have lost 3 out of the past 6. But most recently, they've won 4 out of the past. They've won 3 out of the past 4. But I still think Chelsea will have enough in the tank to get a win at Stamford Bridge. 3-2 winners over Wolverhampton. And the game of the weekend, it is Arsenal up against Manchester United. Now, Arsenal, they come into this match just the 1 defeat in 6 up against Manchester United, who have run like an unbeaten streak. I don't know, was it 9, 10 games in the old Premier League? Something like that. I don't see a win here, but I see plenty of goals. I see 4 goals total, 2 apiece. Everyone should be happy with that. And that will wrap up match day 30 in the 2018-2019 Premier League season. Where are we? There we go. And that's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Premier League related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And also make sure to check out the description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there, Twitter and Facebook. And while I still have you, make sure you drop your own predictions right down there in the old comment section below to see what you think will happen this weekend in the old 2018-2019 Premier League season in matchday number 30. Can Liverpool regain top spot? Will Manchester City slip up against whoever they're playing? But Burnley, can them 6-fingered banjo-playing weirdos Burnley upset the apple cart and get a result against Liverpool? We'll talk about all that and much more next weekend when we look at the predictions for matchday number 31. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's go. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.